Rehabilitating a transpiration pit is harder than it sounds. This task was fairly complex, as it took a bit of knowledge and a lot of effort. Yeah, I took up the task of regenerating our old grey water transpiration pit. The pit used to dispose of the wastewater from our shower, laundry, and sinks, but not our toilet. Toilet water is septic or black water. The reasoning behind it was environmental. The chemicals in all the soaps and laundry detergents are pretty nasty pollutants, so I felt the need to try and stabilise what was down there as best I could. A bit of science was involved in my planning, as I had to select plants that would tolerate high levels of salt and what I presumed would be an alkaline pH. I was also planning on putting down an acidic fertiliser before spraying the topsoil over it, in an attempt to try and help the plants deal with the alkaline underneath, but I had some pretty major setbacks trying to source an acid. First, I went to the fertiliser shop asking for ammonium sulphate, and they gave me a pH neutral version of it. And by the time I'd noticed, they'd closed for the weekend, so I ended up missing a good spell of rain to water the plants with. And worse, it meant I couldn't drive down the hill for fear of losing traction on my way back up it. So I had to load the soil into the tractor a bit at a time, drive it down the hill, unload it, drive back up the hill, get more soil, and so on. It meant that I had to double handle the soil a bit, making the job take even longer than it would have. And then when the fertiliser shop was open again, they told me they did not have any ammonium sulphate as an acid, so I was not particularly impressed. In the end, I decided to forego the acid and just lay a fresh layer of topsoil and stick some plants in it. Bringing the soil down was the longest and one of the hardest parts of the job. I had to bring down a cubic metre of soil in total. It's been hot and humid as we've just transitioned into summer here in Queensland, so I opted to do it in 1 hour spells over 2 days. The workplace health and safety implications of carting soil in such temperatures are pretty nasty. Heat stroke can kill. After putting down the topsoil, I dug holes to put the plants in. I decided to go with a native hibiscus around the outside of it and basket grass on the middle, with the frangipanias that were already there on the front side of it. Both of these plants I selected were hardy native plants that tolerate high salt levels, and the basket grass in particular also tolerates alkaline fairly well, so it was obvious that it had to go in the middle. In the end, after 7 hours of work over 3 days, I'm satisfied with the result. Now it's just a matter of time of letting the plants doing their thing and letting nature heal. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you on the worksite next time.